Wouldn't it be neat to have your own personal advisor, someone who's always available 24/7 to provide you with the best pieces of advice and the best solutions to your problems? Well, you do have such an advisor. We all do. Some people call it the higher mind, other people call it our inner wisdom or our inner knowing. And in this video, I want to share with you an exercise that's going to help you connect with this inner knowing so that you can receive guidance, support, and insights. So I first learned this method several years ago when I did the Silva Method program. So it's a seminar where they teach you methods that blend hypnosis, NLP, and meditation. And then I read about it later in Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill's book. And I have been using a version of this technique as part of my daily meditation ever since. It helps me gain clarity when I feel confused or when I'm not sure what direction to take or decision to make. And I even use it almost as therapy. So I'll first explain the version of the technique that's part of the Silva Method and in Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, because it's the same. And then I'll give you my version of the technique, which is a bit different. So this way you can try both and just choose the one you prefer. So the original technique is called the counselor's technique, and it's like having an imaginary mastermind. A mastermind is when people meet to share ideas, knowledge, and expertise and help each other grow and find solutions to problems. It's a very common practice in the business world and among entrepreneurs, and it's based on the idea that many minds are better than one. The difference with the counselor's technique is that the mastermind takes place in your mind and not in real life. So there are 4 steps to practicing this technique. So first, you just need to find a place where you won't be disturbed. You can close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to help you relax. If you feel like your mind is very active, very agitated, what you can do is to close your right nostril with your thumb and just breathe in and out through your left nostril only for a couple of minutes, and that's going to turn off the stress response and calm your mind. Next, you can think of someone who could potentially help you with the problem you're facing. Know that it can be someone you know or someone you've never met before, someone alive or someone who lived centuries ago, like it really doesn't matter. For example, if you need help about a business issue, you could think of someone very successful in the area that you need help. And you can have one or many counselors. In Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill says that he had 9 counselors to his sessions: Emerson, Paine, Edison, Darwin, Lincoln, Burbank, Napoleon, Ford, and Carnegie. Next, you can explain your problem to your counselors and ask them precisely what you would like help with. It's recommended to ask straightforward questions. They often say that the quality of an answer depends on the quality of a question. If you want, you can also simply imagine that you are having a conversation with your counselors. And step 4 is really about letting go. It's possible that your question isn't answered during your mastermind session. So if it happens, don't force it. The response or advice can come instantly or at another time. And it can come in many forms. Sometimes it's a thought, or sometimes it's just a knowing or an image. But the idea here is to trust that the answer always comes when the time is right. So now here's my version of the exercise. So when I do this exercise, instead of having other people as counselors, I imagine that I'm having a conversation with a wiser version of myself. So what I do when I sit down for my meditation is I close my eyes, I take a few deep breaths, and then I just imagine that I meet my 5D self, the wisest version of me. And sometimes I just have a conversation, or I can ask for advice. I can talk about a problem that I have and ask her to help me find solutions. Sometimes I just talk about in my mind, but I just talk about my concerns, my fears, and it really feels like a therapy session. I always receive valuable information and insights and leave my imaginary mastermind session feeling supported and at peace. That's why I like to do this exercise just before meditating, because after I've let out all my concerns and problems and have gone through my little therapy session, I feel more relaxed, and then it's easier to meditate. Personally, I prefer this approach. I prefer to meet a wiser version of myself than inviting other people as counselors to my mastermind sessions. But just choose the method that works best for you. In both cases, it's going to be your higher mind or your inner wisdom responding to you. I know this technique can seem a bit strange. Still, I hope you're gonna give it a try. It's been so helpful to me over the years. I found it extremely comforting. I'm gonna put the link to a guided meditation audio in the description below if you want to use it. You can totally do it on your own, or if you prefer to be guided, you can use the audio. There's no opt-in, it's just going to be an audio player on my website. So the link is in the description. And if you would like to have more videos in which I share meditation techniques, please let me know in the comments below so then I know that it's at least something that interests you. And that's it, guys. So if you like this video, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. It helps me when you do that. And I wish you a beautiful week, and I'll see you next week.